What is our responsibility to native species that are being decimated, literally being threatened with extinction by invasive species that are there because of us? Because a recent proposal by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is to cull or kill 450,000 barred owls that are invading, taking over, literally attacking and killing threatened and endangered spotted owl populations in the western United States. Let's talk about it. The owl species at the center of this proposal are the spotted owl, an endangered owl species native to the old-growth forests of California, Oregon, and Washington state, and the barred owl, a species that's native to the eastern United States, but not to the western United States, and is, in fact, an invasive species in the western United States, and is a primary factor leading to the massive decline of spotted owl populations every year. In fact, research shows that spotted owl populations are declining from 2 to 9%, depending on the population you're looking at, every single year, whereas the barred owl populations in the United States have literally never been bigger. And if you're like me, you like to see the data, this is the paper that published that information showing range-wide declines in spotted owl populations and statistically showed that barred owl presence is a major contributing factor to these declines in spotted owl numbers. So let's get back to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service's proposal to remove 450,000 barred owls from spotted owl habitat over the next 30 years. So this is not a 1 or 2 year plan. This is a 30-year plan to remove 450,000 barred owls. And this proposal comes with some scientific precedent. In fact, there was a recent study across several populations of spotted owls where researchers removed barred owls. And they found in every one of those populations increased spotted owl survivorship and increased spotted owl dispersal. And not only that, in the populations, the control populations of spotted owls where barred owls were left intact, they saw 12% decreases in spotted owl population numbers over the course of the studies. Thus, it is clear that when barred owls are removed from spotted owl populations or habitats, the spotted owls do well, do better, quite literally increasing survival and dispersal, right? So there's some precedent for this, even though it may be abhorrent to many of us, the idea of killing 450,000 owls, there is some scientific merit to the proposal, whether we like it or not. So what is our responsibility to the spotted owl or any other native species that's being decimated by an invasive species that by definition is there because of us, because of the way we have changed the environment? Invasive species move in and cause problems for native species. So where do we draw the line, or is there not a line in our efforts to save native species? We don't balk when we think about killing invasive plants. We tend not to bat an eye when we talk about killing invasive insects. But once you get up to the level of a vertebrate and we start talking about massive culling efforts to protect native species, our attitudes towards that effort tend to change, and I think that's worth thinking about.